guys, welcome back to today's episode of Creating the Crafty Life's Creative Weekly Wisdom. And I'm actually going to bring back an older technique for you guys, for those that don't have a Misti. I know that a lot of people have a Misti or a stamping platform that helps when you have the clear stamps that aren't the polymer, because the polymer ones, they cling to the ink and they stamp really nicely. But not everyone has a Misti, so I wanted to show you guys a few things. Some of you guys may remember the old school Stamp-A-Ma-Jig, and it's pretty simple. You just place it where you would like it, and your block goes in, and then you stamp down, and you can, once it's there, you can just kind of adjust it on any angle like that, and then you just put it there, and then you just, you know, can stamp. Now, as long as you don't unmount your stamp before you're done stamping, you're fine. So there's the Stamp-A-Ma-Jig option. But the other thing that I was going to show you is, if you don't have either one of those things, there's also an option for you guys. And I just pulled some of my clear stamps that, some of them, you know, I really like, but I just want to make sure that they stamp nicely. Sometimes I don't feel like opening up, or not opening, but grabbing the Misti. And actually, let's go ahead. I should have probably grabbed a stamp with a little bit better or thicker lines. Okay. So we're just going to mount it there. Now, this is just a stamp, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ink it up and just kind of show you how this stamps before we do a few things to it, okay? So one of the things is to give it a nice press, but not to mush it too much, and then let it sit. So that's a pretty good impression, but I think we can actually get a better impression. So a few things you can do, and of course I am out. My baby wipes are missing, and so are my paper towels. There's some paper towels. So I just want to clean it just a little bit. Oops, I have my stamp spray. Because I'm going to use my Versamark pad, and I don't really want to transfer any color to it. So usually I just use a baby wipe for it, but apparently I didn't grab another bundle of them. Okay. All right. So one of the techniques that I first learned when I was first crafting was just using an eraser. Okay, and so what you do with the eraser is you just gently rub it over your stamp to kind of just like give it some traction. Now there are a couple little pieces from the eraser, but you just simply, I just gently rub it over. And can you guys see how it's making it a little bit, I don't know if you can see that, making it a little bit foggy. That's, I don't know why it does that. It doesn't hurt the stamp at all. But it just seems to cling better to it. And this is super juicy. You can kind of see where it beads off so fast. Okay. Well, it's stamped stronger. I don't think I inked it up as well. Anyway, that's one of the, let's see, let's go ahead and do it. pushing down in that center. Okay. So you can see, I think it gave it a little bit of a fuller look. Okay. So there's that. All right. Now, the next thing that you can do, that I've seen people do, I'm just going to grab this, is the filing method. Now, with the filing method, you want to be careful. It works this very similar to the eraser method. Now, with the eraser method, you do have to do that. You know, it's going to kind of wear down eventually. So it is something that you would have to redo, so it's not a permanent thing. Oh, jeez, it's sticking to the paper so good. I've actually never taken this one off. So, brand new stamp, never been used. Okay, let's go ahead and give it just a quick ink. Okay. And I think oops, I don't think I put it on the block straight. So I press kind of hard on this side, but you can see that there is quite a bit of, actually let me zoom in. You can see that there's a little bit of stamping right there. And I just realized on that side. So you guys can see, this is the original. This is after I've used the eraser. So this is before. Let's go ahead and gently just, and you want to be really gentle, because especially with finer detail, so you just gently want to gently file. Because with your and then just give it a quick blow. With these, you can actually like file off some of the detail. So we're going to go ahead, just make sure it's nice and inked up. So that's the comparison. Obviously I pressed a little hard on this one, but I think overall my entire image is just a little more solid. So that is the sanding method. Now the next one that I'm going to do is kind of a little Versamark trick that I saw. And the first person I saw do this was Tim Holtz. And he did this with his dye inks, but this will work with really anything. So what you're gonna do and again, you want to be careful. So we're just gonna take this little bunny stamp, just like that, load it on the block. I'm gonna stamp it just to kind of show you before. Okay. Now, the next thing we're going to do is open up the Versamark and just making sure it is completely clean before I gunk it up. Okay, so if you bounce it in some Versamark ink, it makes it kind of sticky, and then you can put it in your other pad. Now, it's not going to contaminate it, it's not going to hurt it. Using really good pressure. So, hold on one second. I am just not doing well with stamping this. Okay, so it could be just the shape of the stamp also that... Alright, so you see I got a little bit of a better impression on that one. So those are some tips and tricks. If you have stamps that you really like the design of, such as, you know, the little dollar stamps that Michael's and Joann's, I think some of them still have available, but you know, and I know Hobby Lobby has some of them as well, but they just have the little, you know, cling stamps. Fiskars, they don't use photopolymer, but just an idea for those stamps. So if you don't have a Stamp-A-Majig or Misti, these are some ways that you can, they don't help you double stamp anything, but they help you get better images with your stamps that are not photopolymers or red rubber. You can actually, even if you have a red rubber stamp that is not stamping well, you can actually use the eraser method on it, and it works beautifully. So that is everything that I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.